Hey, welcome to a new video. This is Molly, and today we're going to talk about something so important for you as a entrepreneur, author, someone who is selling and sharing information. And that is the all-important topic of expectations. And something I want to just share with you that's going to help you understand how to plan and how to launch and how to sell is that the price point of your offering is going to be a really big determinant in how long it takes someone to purchase your item. All right, and this is what I mean. If you have a low-priced item, it's free, it's 99 cents, it's under $5, it's under $10, that is going to be a faster sales process. If it's free, it's going to be probably an almost instant sales process, right? Because it's free. If it's 99 cents, that's also an easy yes for most people. But as you increase your offerings and as you offer more out into the world, whether that be through one-on-one sessions and classes or webinars, anything that you're selling, especially digitally, you are increasing that price, which means you're also increasing the length of the sales process. So as your price point increases, the length of the sales process increases, and you want different touch points along the way that bring people through your funnel, your sales process. Now, a lot of people talk about your funnel these days. It's something that's been happening for years. It's also been called a sales pipeline. It's been called many different things, but it's essentially the process of taking people to closing. There's a term we use in sales called ABCs, which is always be closing, which is always be closing the sale. And as you sell higher priced items, that process requires more from you. It requires more of you to be upfront, to answer more questions. It requires you to provide more guidance for people, to show them what they're going to be getting these days, to let them know how they can experience your offering or your product or your service. What are they buying? And it's also about addressing questions that come up. There's this pretty standard template these days for online sales where it's a sales page and, it'll tell you all the great things about the product, and then it'll give you the Q&A, and then it'll show you the buy button. And some of these are way too lengthy. There's way too much copy. I mean, who really reads all that? People just want to know the price. And when they get to the price, then they want to know more. And they want to feel like their purchase matters. No one wants to be just a number. And they want to feel like there's a connection to you and that they can trust you, that they like you, that there's something they're getting by buying from you. And so the higher your price point is, the more you're generating trust, the more you're building relationships with people. Now, if you're an author, if you're someone who's just getting started, this might not be something that matters to you right now. But as you start to build your portfolio of offerings, as you start to create more things to sell, it's going to matter because you're going to have to adjust your expectations. And know that if the price point is $1,000, people aren't just going to hand over $1,000. And if they are, who are they? Where do they live? But no, most people don't just hand over $1,000. I had a conversation with someone, and he was selling a product that was $17,000. And I balked. I was like, well, there's a lot of things I was like. I thought, first of all, your price point's insane. Who's paying this? That's ridiculous. $17,000 for this program? I just, you understand what I'm saying. But the other part of it was that I didn't know him from Joe. I didn't know him at all. It's like, not only did I then question the value of the product, but I also didn't necessarily trust him because I don't know him. And he didn't, from my perspective, didn't put a lot into developing the relationship with me as his client. Now, I've been in sales for a really long time, and I have sold items that are as high as $26,000. And when you're selling luxury goods or something at a very high price point, you're dealing with a different type of clientele, you're dealing with a different sales process, you're dealing with a whole different beast. And it's really difficult to do all of that only online without the personal connection, without someone, getting a sense of who you are, what you're about, what you're offering. So these videos, like for example, this video I'm doing, you can see that, okay, I'm a real person. But if you were to buy something from me that was priced $25,000, what would you need to feel comfortable making that kind of a purchase? And I'm asking you that question because, maybe you'll never sell something for $25,000, but you need to think like a customer. You need to think, what would I want before I handed over my credit card number? Maybe some phone calls, maybe a free session. Maybe you just need a little bit more. Maybe you need to buy something at a lower price point, experience it, understand its value, and then you are more certain about that next higher price point. So I want to help you understand that as you change the price, you have to change your expectations of what goes into really delivering and selling that product. Free is easy. Free is a no-brainer, but it doesn't get you very far in terms of building a business. You need to then be selling at different price points, and you need to know that there's a lot that goes into really getting things through to people these days. You can look at what other people are offering, and you could maybe incorrectly assume that they're making a lot of money. I wouldn't assume that. I really wouldn't, because I've seen things on my side that have been very informative about the fact that there's so much being sold online these days that not everything is as what it seems. Your focus is on developing quality products with a lot of value and developing your relationships with people so that they understand that what you're bringing to the table is really worth it. It's really going to help them. It's going to inspire them, educate them, train them, teach them, whatever you're selling. And you are being practical, and you are in your business mindset that knows that, okay, I'm going to really develop these relationships with people so that not only am I successful, but they are successful in knowing that I'm here to give them something that's worth their money, something that's worth their time and their energy. So as you grow your business, as you start to offer higher price awesomeness, know that it takes more to close the sale, but it's worth it. And know that as long as you're continually investing in the value of what you're doing, people are going to pick up on that, they're going to get that, and they're going to be very good customers for you in the long term. So I hope this has given you some good things to think about, and I'll see you back here soon for a new video.